welcome to my stream. My name is Sal, and tonight we are playing Pentiment some more. This is like, I don't know, 6th something evening of this game. And oops, oh no, sorry. Forgot to turn the volume down on my phone, my bad, okay. Because I pull up my stream on my phone, so that's where I can see chat, and I forgot to mute. Okay. Alright, so we're playing Pentiment, as is typical of Tuesdays. And in the game, as you can see, it's Chapter 4, Revolution, and we are, not involved with a murder at the moment. Last time, there was a weird, there's this lady who is a little creepy, and she has like visions, and she's like locked away in the church, and she had a vision of like the one church hour, I forget what it's called, at 8 p.m. and it was probably something bad that was going to happen at 8 p.m. And we are at the moment getting ready to prepare for the festival, Someone's Eve. Basically, it's the Midsummer celebration, and we are preparing for the Midsummer celebration. We're in the afternoon or something like that, and then there's going to be the Midsummer celebration, and that's where Otto is going to reveal his like vision from God, or proof from God about his revolt that he is trying to instigate, and something along those lines. So a lot is going to happen at this festival, and probably someone is going to die. So I don't know who, though. Yeah, I feel there's a lot with Otto, and I can't help but feel like he's going to die, right? Because like we have a lot about him, and it feels like he'd be a good target, but he would also not only just be a good target for a murder, he is a good suspect for a murderer, right? So maybe that's the way the game's gonna have. I'm not really sure though. So, let's get into the game here. We'll continue. Okay. Alright, I normally don't use the keyboard. I usually just use the mouse for most of it. Forgot. As I've been playing Sally Face, where you only use the keyboard and not the mouse, so... I want to click on this plant. What am I supposed to do again? Did I have missions? St. John's Eve... Okay, I guess we finished it. Yeah, I guess it's crossed off, so it's finished. Right, Rachel went into labor, but I said I should go to the Commons to see the town. Right, we're going to the Commons, St. John's Eve. Okay. Town Commons, wherever that is. Over here. Oh, right, I remember. It's the big field where that one guy died. Oh, this looks nice. Everyone seems to be working hard for the bonfire tonight. The Commons look festive, decorated like this. Look at all the flowers, Master, and the bonfire's huge. How's the fire coming? Those logs work out all right for you, Endress? Coming along great, nearly finished. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Good. Alright, everyone, remember after the bonfire tonight, we celebrate as usual. We will all gather in the woods, and the women will collect herbs as tradition demands. I bet you the church hates this. I mean, they're clearly co-opting the local festival. The, like, native festival. Pagan festival. For St. John's Eve. But they go out in the woods and collect herbs thing. That doesn't sound like something the church would like. That doesn't sound very St. John approved. Okay, Let's see. The abbot has forbidden harvesting in the forest. Yes, okay. I should have read. Please, for everyone's sake, reconsider your actions. Thank you, Father. Oh, right, it's Father Thomas. Thank you, Father, but the abbot's order goes against God's law. The forest belongs to all of us, as do all its game and fowl and fish. He cannot claim ownership over that which the Lord gave us to hold in common. No, I'm sorry, Father. We'll proceed as planned. Tassing has never let anything get in the way of our St. John's customs as long as I can remember. We won't start now. And remember, tomorrow I will show you proof that as sure as the sun turns round the earth, God and our saints are with us. Tomorrow? Wasn't that going to be today? Isn't today St. John's Eve? Good day, Andreas. Oops. Hello, Brother Wolslav. You looked upset at Otto's announcement. Is everything all right? Otto is becoming more aggressive in defiance of the abbot. Father Gernot will not take this news well. The abbot doesn't like the festivities? Well, who's telling? Or how could the abbot stop them? He can't exactly chase them all out of the woods himself. Yeah, we'll say that one. Father Abbot knows force is not the only way to get people to behave. How do you think he came to his position? Fair point. But why is the abbot so angry about it? Didn't you just hear Father Thomas, Andreas? The abbot declared the woods off limits. Anyway, it's not for me to say. I'm sure the abbot will tell you more. He sent me with an invitation for you to dine with him tonight. I'm sure the father will want to discuss the situation over supper. Of course I'll attend, thank you. Well, I suppose I can attend. Are you kidding? What does the abbot think he can pry out of me now? Yeah, we're not gonna go see the abbot. Screw him. I'd watch your tone around the abbot, Andreas. Will you go or not? Fine, I'll attend. I don't want to attend. Does the invitation extend to Casper as well? We're training him up for things. I'm sorry, Andreas, but Father Abbot has asked you to come to his house alone. Oh, no. I'm not going anywhere without Casper. Whew. Casper, no. Please tell the abbot I'll see him this evening. Yeah, bye, Wolslav. Well, I guess I'll see what all the fuss is about. I'll meet you back at the Golden Hand after dinner, alright? Can I help set up the festival decorations while you're with the abbot? Yes, but be back before sundown, alright? Thank you, Master. I'll see you later. Vespers. Meet the abbot for supper. Ugh, I don't want to. Let's talk to these people. They look like they're having fun. Clap, clap, clap. I wish my model could clap hands. Let's look at this thing. I want to look at these people, though. The bonfire is much simpler than the one in Nuremberg, but it's pretty all the same. I wonder if I should talk to people now. You know, get a good feel for what's going on. Let's talk to Casper. Master Andreas, you'd best not keep the abbot waiting. Go on, I'll meet up after supper. Alright, don't get into trouble or see you later. Oh, this is ominous. We should probably tell him not to get into trouble. However, we could tell him to get into trouble, you know? We probably don't want him to get into trouble. He's disappointed. He was planning on getting into trouble. But no, sorry, Casper. No can do. Are any of these people going to talk to us? No. Endris! Andreas, you're back in Tassing. Just for a few days, I want to pay my respects to Brother Pierre, just passing through. Yeah, we'll say Brother Pierre. We like him. Oh yes, Brother Piero. What a talent with color. I'm sorry, Andreas. He was a sweet old man. I talked to him sometimes on my breaks up at the Abbey. I'm surprised Prior Ferric didn't give you an earful. Oh, hey, Turkey. Meat Man's into the room. I'm good. How are you? Well, he did before the, unpleasantness. I'm sure you know it shook up things at the Abbey for a while. I'd imagine, or Brother Guy made it clear I wasn't welcome at Kirsau when I arrived, so yes. Yeah, we'll say that one. For what it's worth, you're still welcome in Tassing, anyway. Matthew's prior now, still strict, but a bit quieter about it. Matthew has always struck me as quite pious, or so maybe we'll say so maybe it's a change for the best. Who's to say? We don't have to live by the rule. What is the rule? Oh, okay. That you be a monk. Okay. Then again, we all have to live under Father Gernot's rule, which is probably worse. You had sandwiches. That sounds good. That sounds good. Hopefully they were good and satisfying ones. Oh, are you in with the peasants, Endress? Or I don't think the abbot's all that bad. Ooh, we're not a fan of the abbot. I forget why, but we're not. There were a lot of reasons. I don't remember all of them, but are you in with the peasants, Endress? Well, of course, Gernot has been running them into the ground. On top of that, we can't use the forest anymore. Any of us used to be able to go fishing in there, not anymore. How far are you going to take this? Or I hope things don't get bloody. Oh, we're not necessarily hoping for no blood. How far are you going to take this? Their baddie got poisoned. Oh no, R.I.P. Turkey. Well, I don't know, don't ask me, I'm not leading the thing. But I trust in Otto, and the peasants do too. He's a good man, I hope your trust... do we got another crazy despot in rule? Yeah, we got the abbot. We got the abbot. And we need to get rid of the abbot. And everyone up at the, all the monks and everything. You know, gotta get rid of all of them. He's a good man. I mean, he's a little, I don't know, he's a bit of a wild card here lately. I hope your trust is well placed. Or be careful. Be careful feels like we're just, like, telling him Otto is bad. So we'll say I hope your trust is well placed. It feels like maybe it's the middle ground. Apparently he, this is the Renaissance. The abbot. The church controls everything. I mean, he's just, this rebellion, this revolt thing, like, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, there's gonna be a murder that happens, and I am not so sure. Like, I was saying this when I first started the stream, that obviously Otto is a major player in whatever the plot is going to be here, and he might be killed himself. That's certainly possible. However, he is also in a really good position to be the one that they try to pin the murder on. Like the brother Piero of this chapter of the story, basically. Because if he makes too much noise, if he, like, makes some threats, and the wrong person gets killed, then, you know, it's not gonna look good for Otto. So right now, I think Otto should watch himself. Pray for us, will you? We could use St. Mortz's help right now. Say, Andreas, how's the married life been treating you? After you left here and returned to Nuremberg, I take it you were married. I was, Sabine, she was waiting for me, or I was. Marriage is a legal requirement for becoming a recognized master craftsman. That feels a little rude. We'll say the wife's name. Yeah, he's freaking very murderous, yes, exactly. He's just drawing a lot of attention to himself. And, like, he has good viewpoints, but he's not necessarily being very smart about it, is what I worry. You know, you have to be sneaky about these things. You can't just go screaming in the town square all the time. I hope the married life has treated you well. I still have not found anyone. Aw, Endress. I fear it's never going to happen. We need to set Endress up. We need to figure out a girl for him. Really, not a single person has caught your eye? Or honestly, don't bother, marriage is not worth it. I mean, it seems Andreas is not happy with his marriage, so he might say that. However, we're not going to tell that to Endris. Endris sounds like he wants himself a girl, so we're going to say, really? Not a single person has caught your eye? Well, when I was in Innsbruck a few years ago, I saw a really pretty girl at the market selling painted pots. Yeah, I would love to tell him, nah, don't bother, but I mean, clearly, that's not gonna make him feel any better. That's just gonna be me flaunting, well, I'm married, so I can tell you all about marriage. Like, if he wants a girl, we'll get him a girl. I think about her sometimes, maybe more than is Christian. More than is Christian, huh? Hold on, you need to go back to Innsbruck and find that pretty girl. Or I can tell you, no, Endris, it's not worth the effort. Don't let the pretty facade fool you. Man, I really feel like this is like what Andreas would say, but, he lied into those old boomer jokes. You say he should go? Yeah, I really want to say that too. Like, again, Andreas, by this point, is, like, old and jaded. I mean, he's like, what? It's been 7 years since last time, which in the Renaissance is like 40 years, so. Yeah, we'll say he needs to go back. Well, what? Really? You're older than me and you're not married. Go find her. It's how it should be. Nah, it's not good. Life is too short to spend dreaming about the loves you could have had. Trust me, or do you think Tyrolean men are better than Bavarians? I don't know enough about the racism involved in this last option. So, we'll say life is too short to spend dreaming about the loves you could have had. That's a good one. And that's also very, like, jaded of us. It's like, oh, we could have had better, but, you know, we just didn't. We made poor choices. So it still has that vibe to it. Yeah, I don't know what's the last one. Sounds like we're trying to shoehorn our own issues to it. Yeah, it kind of does. I don't really understand about the last one, and I kind of wish they had underlined options so I, like, would know what I'm talking about. They, like, underline everything else. I don't know why for that one they didn't expand. They were like, you know, it's best if you don't know what this says. Okay, you seem to feel strongly about this, Andreas. But it sounds foolish, juvenile, you might say. I thought it sounded a little old and jaded, but... Maybe, but it feels right. Don't overthink it, just take my advice. I may not have found true love, but that doesn't mean you can't. Or you know what? You're absolutely right. Forget I said anything. No. Why does feels right? Why is that in red? Maybe, but it feels right. Find as much love as you can. As long as the dream isn't a Bavarian or a Bavarian girl. Man. I want to say you may not have found true love, but I may not have found true love, but that doesn't mean you can't. I want to say that, but this one is in red. And it just feels right because it's in red. Red for murderous intent. Let's see. It sounds foolish, maybe, but it feels right. I feel like I have to go with the one that's in red. Oh, I got an achievement for that. Matchmaker. Apparently that was the right answer? It was red for love. Wow. Okay. Well, if I ever get the chance to get back to Innsbruck, maybe I will. Hehe. Okay, good for you, Andreas. There's something to look forward to, after all. Thank you, Andreas. You're a man of inspiration. A pleasure. Until later, Andreas. Yay. Until then. Did we do something actually good in this game? Yeah. Welcome to my love matchmaking services. I will find someone for you, or not. I will just tell you to go get them. I wonder if I should wander around and set anyone else up. Brigitte, how's things going? Do you need help with anything? Okay, no. What the? I didn't see that guy back there before. By the way, they're getting ready for the festival. They're wearing hats. But I don't know about that guy back there. This festival's a little weird. I have my suspicions. Yes, so many roads of Andreas, I'm lonely, and all responses other than one is me being married unmissable. Yeah, yeah. Turns out if you don't say how horrible marriage is over and over again, you might encourage people to find love. Is Otto here? I want to have a word. No. But he has a very suspicious large knife in the corner. Otto, my man. You... Just put your knife away. It's a lot of sausages. I can't go upstairs, okay. Alright, well... That looks like a murder weapon if I ever saw one. Let's go down here. I haven't talked to the Widow Kemperin in a while. We're supposed to go have dinner with the abbot or something like that, but... I wanna snoop. Let's talk to Martin. Andreas Miller, good to see you again after all these years. I'm surprised you'd say that. Your parting words back to me were hardly kind, and you as well. We're not gonna start beef. If Martin's ready to move past it, we're ready to move past it. Well, what have you been up to? You look like you've done well for yourself. Art, I lived and worked in Poland for a few years. I got married. We're not gonna talk about that. I'd rather not talk about it. We'll say I worked in Poland. We need to keep the conversation. If we say we'd rather not talk about it, then that's not... Martin will feel like we're like avoiding him and snubbing him, and we don't want that. Came here not to solve a murder, but to start our own TLC drama series. I mean, yes. Kind of. I mean, it's all... See, I'm trying to gather one, to like, fix the pig. Trying to talk over Mr. Pig over there. Like, fix some of the town problems and things, but also I want to be well equipped for solving the murder. Like, I want to know all as much juicy gossip beforehand so that when I go into the murder, because I have limited time to find things, to find clues and set someone up for the murder. So I want to make sure I use that time wisely. Because last time we only got to kill a guy because we put in the effort to make sure we found enough stuff. If we hadn't, sounds like rebellion talk. Who, me? No, not me. But we're waiting to see how this rebellion plays out, and then we're gonna join the winning side. And it better be the townspeople. If not, we're not joining the church. We're just booking it out of here and heading back to Nuremberg. Our wife might need to talk to us eventually. But or back to Salzburg. We can, check in with Casper's hometown and such. We have him too. But yeah, like last time, if we hadn't, like we barely just got the evidence for Prior Ferenc. Like if we had not gone with Otto to dig up that grave that morning, then we wouldn't have been able to pin it on him, and we would have ended up pinning it on that other nun who had been assaulted by the Baron. And like even if she did it, he probably attacked her first. So like, I don't think she should be killed for that. And it would have been really sad to pin it on her. I don't want to put it on the nun, but we found all the evidence to basically prove it was her. And we also found all the evidence for the Prior Ferenc route. So we finished 2 routes basically, and then we got to pick which one. So I want to make sure, because if I hadn't dug up that grave, it would have been the nun who died. And I want to make sure the right person dies. And the right person is the person I want dead. Okay. Let's see what Martin has to say. And people here think I'm well-traveled because I've been to Ulm. Though I suppose I have a lot of adventures for a country boy. What happened to you anyway? Just what happened? Oh, right. You know I stole some of the Baron's things. I didn't make it far with them. I tried to sell them in Walgau, and I got robbed. Served me right, I guess. Luckily, they didn't find the coins I was carrying. The money carried me around Bavaria for another month and a half. Then I started stealing. I grew bigger and more confident over time and became a highwayman. Do you have your own, like, thievery guilds, Martin? I'm starting to see uh um an entrepreneurial spirit here. It feels like you're working your way up. I'm vaguely concerned about you. You were abandoned, or you're lucky you didn't get killed. We're not that on that good terms yet with Martin. You were abandoned? Hard to believe, I know, but yes. Anyway, it didn't last long. I eventually got scared out of it. I had a partner for the last year of my adventures. We tried to rob some Italians. We thought they were merchants traveling under the banner of St. George. Not Italians, but they were soldiers guarding money from the Bank of St. George in Genoa. He did find the murder regardless if it was just or not. None deserved to murder him. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. The nun deserved to murder him, and I don't know if she did it. Like, we still don't know who did it. But for legal reasons, if anyone asks, we think it was prior fairing. People say I'm well-traveled when I'm not. Robbed everyone. Yeah, yeah, exactly. He was like, oh, people say I'm well-traveled because I was to the next city over, but also I've been around the world, robbing people. Let's look up St. George. A 2nd century Praetorian guard and patron saint of England. He is most well known for his legendary victory against a dragon. Is that the dragon? This is the dragon right here. Yeah. These other ones aren't so great. They're a little disappointing this time. I don't know what this is, like a lion. And this is a goat inside a shell. And this is a cat cleaning itself, I think. Anyway. Exactly. I learned that later. My partner didn't survive the encounter. I was wounded and alone in the wilderness. I thought of my father, my mother, Brigida. Not your little bean. Okay, is that Wolf? Is that your child? I thought that was important. I realized I couldn't remember Wolf's face anymore. Is that him? Yeah, okay. See, look, he was the father of the little bean. Watching St. George kill a flock of dragons, all the chickens, yeah. I had to come back and take up the responsibility I had left behind. It's good that you did for everyone's sake, or was coming back difficult? um, mm, we're gonna ask, was coming back difficult? This sounds like the hard-hitting question. This is like just the like good job end of conversation. This is getting deep into his emotional state. And I want to know what his emotional state is because I want to know if I should pin a murder on him. It was. It felt like I had stepped out of another life into this one. It took me a while to get used to everything, to remember how things used to be. It's all in the past now. Just need to look forward. Because I also feel like I relate. Also, there's a bug crawling on him, and I don't like that. I hate that. Get off. Go away. Anyway. Like, Andreas coming back after 7 years, too. Like, that's also, like, so, like, we can relate. We can relate to this. Yeah. Did you cry when you came back? Yeah, and they are really cute bean-shaped babies. I love the babies in this game. That was quite a speech you gave back at the Commons, or that's a good attitude. I'll talk to you later. No, we don't want to end the conversation. Oh my gosh, these bugs need to get off. I kind of want to end the conversation just to get away from the bugs. Good speech, Martin. He needs support. The townsfolk aren't as committed to opposing the abbot. They have less to gain and more to lose if the abbot chooses to get the Duke involved. Anyway, I have to get back to work. Good talking to you, Andreas. Alright, until later. I don't know how this conversation can prove useful to me, but I feel like it just might. Where did the Widow Kemperin go again? I forgot. Oh, right, she's like working in like the church or something. Oh, hey, Kostrama. How have you been? How have you been? Let's talk to Veronica. Oh, another scene. Hello, Andreas. Good to see you back in town. Hello, Veronica. How have you been? Oh, you know, pulled every which way. Mom's been a cow about when I'll give her grandchildren. As if I'm not doing enough work already. It's a good idea to set yourself up for the future. Are you two having trouble? You shouldn't rush something as important as children. We'll say that one. Oh, it's been not great. Oh, sorry to hear that. Hope it gets better. Hope it gets better. It's like springtime now, so, you know, maybe that'll be a change of fortune. Work injury stuff. No, sorry about that. But... yeah. That's fine. Well, hopefully Monster Hunter is fun. Torn ligaments and tendons in elbow. Yeah, I had a friend that, hurt the elbow and stuff, and yeah. Hey, Lemon. Hey, Lemon. My day's been good. My day's been good. It's rainy here, so I'm kind of like, still kind of cold from the rain. It's one of the rains where, you just get completely soaked and then you don't warm up until like hours later. But I didn't rip anything. Let's see. That's what I keep telling her. Maybe you should talk to her, Andreas. If it comes from someone as successful as you, maybe she'll pay attention. Anyway, I should get back to work. We're all preparing for the festival. I'll leave you to it. Until later, Veronica. See you, Andreas. Why would the internet lie? Who knows? Maybe we should just go back up and... that wasn't a very... man, they are so dramatic. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff. Over... oh. I don't think I've ever been in here. What is this? Ooh, our cult specialty. We gotta pick that one. A painting of the Virgin Mary. What does that symbolize? That's it? Or just elaborate symbolize? Okay. This has been... why did... also, these demons are... okay, this picture's boring. I like this picture over here. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Kostrama. Had fun playing games and stuff, and hopefully you feel better for what that's worth. Let's see. Forest? I really should just... I don't want to have dinner with the abbot. See, that's the problem. Oh, hey, Smokey's here. Oh, hello, Master Mailer. You're looking well. Thank you, Smokey. How are you? I'm well enough, I guess. Voxlov went his way a few years ago, which I suppose was bound to happen. That was the other guy who was here last time, yeah. I miss the company sometimes, but now there's no one to keep me from my gossip. No one to tell it to, either. Have I missed much? You should take it to confession. Nah, you don't gossip to the priest. They don't need to know. I'm always partial to a few new tidbits of information. Do tell. Yeah, we'll say that. Yep. Yep. He's smoky because he's a little smoky. Do tell. Do tell the tidbits. Half of the ears in Tassing will be burning by the end, Master Mailer, and nearly all of them in the Abbey. I'm afraid if I remain silent, he's not going to say anything. So I want to say oh and push for a little bit. Because he doesn't seem really eager to tell, so I want to make sure he says stuff. I did see another Imperial Reichspost courier ride from the Abbey a few days ago. A private mail service run by the Thurn und Taxis family and approved by the Holy Roman Empire. Okay, what does the blue mean? Brother Guy dropped the bag once. It looked heavy. The Abbey must be doing better than that abbot is letting on. Does that happen often? Or I've heard the Abbey was struggling with its funds. Well, obviously he knows the Abbey's struggling with its funds. Does that happen often? Or we want to get the clues. We don't want to hear his opinion on how much money the Abbey has. He's already told us. This is kind of redundant. Does it happen often? We want to put the clues together for ourselves. You love my voice for Smokey. Yeah, I have family who's like a little more country, so I can dip into the accent a little bit better than other accents at least. Once or twice a month. Odd with what the abbot has been saying about the Abbey struggling. Doesn't help that the abbot has tightened restrictions so close to St. John's Eve, too. The townsfolk get up to all sorts of mischief then. What sort of mischief in green? I'd wager Johann and Kat will find some corner to play in again. It's practically tradition at this point. Veronica and Brigida might go out for a midnight dip by the waterfall, too. They've been swimming out there for years. Now everyone's getting clever trying to stay out from the abbot's eye. He's a formidable man, or rightly so. He's an ass. That one. I didn't see you in the town commons during Otto's speech. Aren't you standing with the peasants? Well, their cause doesn't really affect me, does it? I'm as worried as anyone about soldiers rushing through here, but the new taxes and restrictions don't bother me. I understand why they're upset, but I've been doing fine out here with less than they have. Nothing will change for me if they get their way. You can still support them, or I see, or remain silent. We're gonna remain silent. I don't want to give him... Aw, man. Do that in the conversation. Oh, well, enough of that. Thanks for stopping by, Master Mailer. See, I didn't want to prompt him, about... Until later, Smokey. Until then. I didn't want to prompt him about anything, like, rebellion related. I wanted to hear his fresh opinion. What's this? Oh. Fee for gathering sticks. Got it. Okay. Nothing out here. Time to go. I guess we can go down by the waterfall, maybe. Snow melts, blah blah blah. Old salt mine. Am I able to steal his paint? Probably not. Two innocents. That's depressing. And a weird tidbit of information off on the corner of the map. Am I talking to the tiny chipmunk? I'm just reading out loud. You know, not everyone's a good reader back in the day. Yeah, I was on the grave. Oh, gotta pet the cat. I love the zoom in for it, too. There's like several different cats in this game, and I love them all. I don't really feel like going. I never go out to the mill because it's all the way out there. This bunny is cute. Oh, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see him. Yeah, the cats are interesting. Anything else out here? Oh, just the stairs up to the abbot house. Oh, right, that's where I'm supposed to go. Oh, well, that's fine. I don't really want to look around the abbey too much. I don't like the people there. I don't like the person here either, but, you know. God bless you, Andreas. I'm glad you received my invitation. Are you ready to eat? Yes. Just start stealing. You hate him so much, yeah. Good. Andreas, thank you for coming to dinner. I will admit I was surprised to receive your invitation, Father, but I'm pleased to come. Not that one. I thought... we're on holy ground. We will not lie to this man too much. That's a big one, though. So we're not going to make big lies. I thought you didn't ever want to see me at Kirsau again, Father. What changed? Yeah, that one. Yes, well, the Lord calls us to forgiveness, even when that might be difficult. I think it's high time we reconciled, Master Mailer. Please sit, and we will pray together. What's your game? Why do you want to reconcile? Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Lord, direct each of us here toward your wisdom, prudence, and guidance in our future actions. Through Christ our Lord, amen. Amen. Pray and chill. He has another motive. Let's... who knows what his motive is. It's not good, though. Brother Wolfslaw was indeed prompt in delivering my message. I'm surprised you deigned to drop by at all. Yeah, I tried to say no, but the game wouldn't let me. You have done quite well for yourself, after all. It is good to see that your time at Kirsau was not squandered. You even look the part of the famous artist now. What have you been doing in recent years after leaving such a mess in Tassing? Excuse you, that's not friendly. The city council did approve me as a master artist in Nuremberg, you'll be pleased to hear. I have a commission of Marion Kreis waiting for me in Nuremberg, but my praetor wants to keep adding more of his associates in. I'm dreading going. That's too much information. We don't want to say that much. I spent most of my master years painting in Poland. Yeah, we'll do the last one. Automod got you again. What do you care about my successes, Father? Painting in Poland? Nah. Now we're gonna snap back. We're not gonna even be friendly. What do you care about my success? Screw you. I'm simply trying to make conversation, Andreas. Yeah, well, I'm only here to eat, so... Of course. What did you really ask me? Why did you really ask me here, Abbot? Yeah, that's what I want to know. In truth, I had hoped to discuss the rising tensions between the Abbey and townspeople. Do you want me to try to smooth things over for you? Or do you want me to be like a mole for you? Because I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to spy for you. Absolutely not. We are not on your side. I'd like to clarify the situation for you, Andreas. I don't like the way you said clarify, and I don't like the way it's written in blue. Yes, that last one that's literally wiggling at me. Yeah, I'll throw you under the bus in 2 seconds flat. Absolutely, exactly. You know, we're just here to spy for Otto, really. It's, clarified that Pierre was guilty all those years ago. The sarcasm, the shaking. Oh, I love it. That one. This is precisely why I asked you here. I am trying to prevent another terrible situation like that. Are you planning another murder to happen? And you don't want the wrong person to be pinned for the murder, huh? Like Brother Piero was, huh? That's what you're saying? You're planning another terrible situation, huh? That's what I'm getting. I believe you've only heard from one side of the issue, Andreas. Otto's little speeches about taxes don't count for the entire situation. Why demand such high taxes then, Father? Oh, okay, we ate that. With the scriptorium closure, the taxes are necessary to make up for the lost income. The bishop, As you said, close to scriptorium doesn't mean townsfolk should suffer. Then why close a scriptorium at all? I don't understand it. I mean, obviously it's, like, outdated with the printing press. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, no. We're gonna say, it's not on them to suffer. Yeah. Otto should have just worked harder. The church needs more money, so that means the townspeople should just work harder. Like, what don't I understand? Yeah, it's not on the townsfolk. Like, I don't understand why that's their fault. Not their problem. Sounds like your problem, father. Don't put the fault on me, Andreas. Those taxes are a direct consequence of your actions after you accused Ferenc. He managed the scriptorium. You know it's the printing press that is putting the scriptorium out of business. No one needs monks to just copy over page after page again and do illustrated manuscripts when there's a printing press in town. Would you rather the brothers suffer instead, Andreas? Well, it's not the townsfolk fault. They have a printing press. They have their business. You need to compete. Capitalism, buddy. The abbey relies on taxes to survive. The townsfolk know taxes have risen and fallen in the past and have shouldered the obligation willingly. Yeah. Do I know how expensive this wine was? That's true. The monks do add funny little doodles. We see it on the page all the time. They're definitely worth it. Definitely worth extortation. Or, the extortion of the peasants to get those funny little doodles. I mean, who else is going to draw the picture of the cat licking itself, you know? Brother Guy has gone over the expenses himself. Raising taxes is the best way to cover these costs. I don't like Brother Guy either, so, you know, that's fine. We'll blame him then. But what about prohibiting the peasants from using the forest? That's a new restriction. Pheasant or Lebkuchen? We'll eat the pheasant first. The forest belongs to the abbey, and the peasants have no right to use it. Legally, it's theft. It doesn't harm the abbey to let them pick up sticks. Why bring the issue up with me then? You don't need to talk about now townsfolk, not me. You're being a pedantic ass. Or truth, sweeping very law, allow you to hold land as you wish. But the peasants are saying this we're not gonna give him information. Yeah. Trying to read your Bible and the like dog chicken thing is just chilling in the corner, staring into your soul. Yeah, we're in the landowning era here. Okay, so on the one hand, why bring me into this? Why bring me into this? However, I really want to be able to call him a pedantic ass. Like, I love this game's way of letting me just, like, be rude to the people I want to be rude to. Yeah, yeah, that mushroom belongs to God. That is God's mushroom. You can't have it. That's God's stick. You can't have it. Let's see. You need to talk to the town. This is the reasonable thing, but you know, the church was mean to us. Like, he told us never to come back, and like, he was rude. We're gonna be rude back. I'm upholding the law, Andreas. The monastery needs revenue, and the townsfolk have not been charitable. You know, I don't think they don't have to be charitable. Okay? Figure out your own revenue. Yeah, exactly. They're spending all of their money that they're getting from the townspeople to just control the forest, making sure they don't pick up any sticks. Like, they need to like really audit their finances here at the church, I think. And besides, I don't believe that the church is poor stuff because we just heard Smokey give us all the juicy details about how much money the church apparently actually has, more than you think. So, you know, I don't believe it. They have nothing left to give. Have you seen the Gertners? They can barely afford bread. That's true. They didn't have bread. Perhaps you ought to be more charitable with the Gertners, if you're so moved by their plight. Have you no pity for them yourself, Father? Yeah, I mean, like, why should people have to give charity to the church and the church not expect to, like, the people to receive any charity? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they need to donate more, but they don't get anything for themselves. And you know, maybe God would love you more if you donated more to the church. I mean, but this is dangerous ground too. Like this, I mean, that's obviously what Otto's on about, but this is like right after, like this is in Martin Luther time. This is the peasant revolts that follow Martin Luther's 99 Theses. Um, so like we're right in the thick of it. Just stab him with the fork. I am more upset to hear the townsfolk have no pity for us. I hear they will continue their disobedience by collecting herbs on St. John's Eve. The whole town knows I've forbidden it. The matter is grave, and I will excommunicate anyone who defies my order. Okay. um, you would condemn the town over something so petty? That certainly creates an ultimatum. That's insane, or remain silent. We're just gonna say that's insane. I'm gonna go full into this argument. I didn't want to come to this dinner. You may not like my methods, Andreas, but order must be restored in Tassing. I'm gonna eat all your food, though. Remaining impartial will be impossible as long as you're in town. Support me in ending this foolish rebellion. What on earth did you get out of this conversation that makes you think I am going to support you? Yeah, I picked up that piece of grass, so God won't let me in heaven. It's very unfortunate. You have a reputation in town, Andreas. You're a successful man, and the townsfolk believe they are like you. I'd like you to convince the other townsfolk, the printer for example, that this uprising is not in their best interests. The printer is the one putting you out of business, buddy. Your whole business was the scriptorium, and now it's out of business because of the printer. You just want to control the printer. I get it. I get it. And you know what? The printer, my friend that I completely ghosted after his wife and son died, I'm on his side, not yours. You kicked me out of the church. You said I couldn't come back, and now you're specifically requesting me to come here when I'm useful to you? Yeah, I can see the manipulation going on here, and it's not even good manipulation. Get better, Gernot. The rest of the town will follow, and the peasants will have no chance to resist. We can end this peacefully. Yeah, you can end this peacefully and let them go pick their little grass out in the woods. That sounds peaceful. I don't understand your point of view. Screw you. Not that one. Why did they even give me that option? The peasants have genuine grievances. Why not talk and negotiate? I want no part in this either way. I don't have a stake. I don't want to make enemies. The peasants are right, father. You have been too harsh on them. I won't help you. Or yeah, yeah, I know. Can't believe we ghosted him. But I mean, we had things in Poland that we were busy with. Damn your plan and damn you, father. Yeah, we're going full on with this. I am committed. Honestly, Andreas, I have invited you in, asked a genuine request, and this is how you respond? Perhaps I should have known better, but I was hoping. Yeah, you should have known better. Are you stupid? We aren't friends. Please, take more time to think about it. I apologize. We must conclude for now. Oh, did your feelings get hurt? I must excuse myself. I am expected to lead a service at Compline tonight. Okay, you gotta go cry now? Because I was mean to you? Screw you. Also, Compline is when someone's gonna get murdered. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta complain about our wife. We had a whole wife. She was awful. We don't really like her. She's not our true love. We don't have time to take care of our friends. But we do have time to, like, make this man cry. We can make time for that. Think on what we've discussed, Andreas. I trust you can find your way out. I will, Father Abbot. Good night. Compline. That's when that um lady in the church said something was going to happen. Return to the commons. Okay. Okay, so it is St. John's Eve. Okay, because earlier when I talked to Otto in the town commons when we were watching the like preparations, Otto said he would tell us about the vision thing he had or whatever, tomorrow. And I was like, I thought he was gonna tell us Automod again. You and Automod really aren't getting along. Okay, I want to check in here. Any murders? Oh, it won't let me run in here. That's interesting. Because the church? I can run in the abbey. Yeah, like whatever like vision or like proof he has, it might not be a vision. But like that proof he has from God, and we were supportive enough of him that we convinced him that he would share what his proof from God was. Yeah, excommunication waiting to happen. And he said, "Oh, okay, I'll reveal it tomorrow night." And I was like, "Oh, I was kind of hoping you'd tell us right now." And I thought that was yesterday. And so I thought tomorrow night, like at St. John's Eve festival, was when he would tell us about it. But earlier today he also said tomorrow night, and so I was a little confused. I don't think he's saying we should rebel because God gave him a vision. He already wants to rebel. He just, dreams about it a lot because it takes over his thoughts during the day. And, it helps his, helps back his point of view, makes his argument more credible. I guess let's talk to some people. Evening, Andreas. Say, how do you like the bonfire? We built it nice this year, big and sturdy. It's a fine setup, Carl. Excellent work. Not as impressive. No. It's fine. It's good. Yes, see? This will be remembered. Yeah, Dreamy gave me 20 gold pieces. Well, we are not going to buy that. But some of these townsfolk, they might. These two back here. Aw, she put a flower in her hair. That's so cute. I know we can't compare to where you come from, but we still give it our all in celebration of the light who prepared the way for our Lord. Anton, you remember Andreas Mahler, the master artist? Yeah, I've seen him around town. Son, be polite. Ugh. Hello, Master Mahler. How are you? I'm well, thank you, young man. Fine, I guess it hasn't been great time back at Nuremberg. Or this is a well-raised kid, does as he is told. No, we'll just say I'm well, thank you, young man. Give Anton like a low grizzly voice. My voice doesn't go too low, so, and the low ones are what really hurt my throat, so he's not getting that. He's gonna get a awkward teen voice, sort of. A variation of one. Anton's a good boy. Let me tell you, a bit of a rascal as you can see, but he's got a good head and a good heart. Likes to hide it, though. Ugh, Dad, will you stop? Ha, easy to rile you up, just like your mother. How is Helena? Is she not attending the bonfire? Or what do you think of the festival, Anton? We'll ask how Helena is. I already have a feeling I know what Anton thinks. She'll join us later. She went with Martha to dip their toes into the stream and to pick some flowers for the garlands and wreaths. It's important to hold to traditions. Yep. Stealing God's flowers, I see. So speak up, can't hear over the clapping. I know. This clapping and stomping is like actually really loud. You're right, especially with the times we're having. Wreaths dipping, aren't those more pagan customs? No, you're right. You do those pagan customs. Besides, maybe Martha and Helena will come across the blossom of a fern out there. Ha! What's so funny about that? Ferns don't flower. That means no power to speak with animals for you, boy. What on earth? In Poland, young couples go into the woods together searching for the fern. It is like an engagement ritual. Don't worry, Anton, you can always get a garland with St. John's wort to ward off any demons and evil spirits. We'll say this one. I'll always take the occult over Poland. Yeah, got that, Anton? Make sure to keep your eyes open for those spirits walking the earth tonight. Evil spirits and demons. I've never seen any myself. And you won't have to if we're careful, my boy. The bonfire will frighten them off with the help of the Lord. It's why we have the feasts and celebrations. Speaking of, what do you think of the festival so far, Anton? Oh, guess we ask it anyway. Poland, by going into these woods, God himself smites you the second you touch that flower. Yep, Poland's rough place. It's fine, I guess. I like the fires when they are lit. The mountains get to twinkle, like the stars. Oh, surprisingly poetic. That wasn't what I expected. I don't like when people get drunk and rowdy as the night goes on. They get into fights and all. But your dad keeps the trouble away, yes? Or anyone in particular? Yeah, tell us the gossip. Well, not as much lately, but Martin used to get in trouble. Anton's got a good eye. Martin's been a solid fellow once he came back, but he sometimes drinks too much. He's calmed down lately, you know, he used to be kind of a shit. Language, boy. God doesn't look kindly on blaspheming. Yeah, we can steal God's flowers, but do not say God's special words. But those are your words, Dad. Best you don't quote me. Quote the scripture instead. It's better for your soul. Nazgul's just roaming Poland. You can only go outside for 3 hours every morning before the local dragons wake up and start roaming, yeah. Because they don't have St. George to kill him. Listen to your father, Anton. I didn't even get to pick that one. I will. I do. Jesus. Hey, what did I just say? Don't let your mother catch you with that mouth. Well, I'll let you get back to the festivities now. It was a pleasure. Until later, Andreas. Bye. Okay. Let's talk to Brigitte. Oh, is that Martin? Why, Martin, look who it is. Good evening, Andreas. Andreas, hope you're staying for the festival. You're staying for the festival, I hope. Of course he's staying. Who would miss this? Especially after you burly boys built such a beautiful bonfire. A burly boy like me would do anything for you, Dove. Couldn't help myself. You're both feeling very festive, I see. Yeah, we'll try to be nice. The food, the fires, the dancing. It really is a night to enjoy. It's to honor the anniversary of the birth of Blessed John, a vigil for he who prepared the way. Yes, yes. And I've had liked everyone to have a good mood in their hearts, and good food in their bellies. As a hermit who wandered in the desert, living off locusts and wild honey, he probably wouldn't agree. I like to live off some wild honey myself, if you catch my meaning. Martin! So you're gonna heed Otto's call and go into the forest? Flirting in front of my failing marriage. I mean, the thing is, I don't think there's anyone like Andreas himself likes, so it's, you know, like, who would he want to marry? No, I'm really not looking for trouble. There's enough of that going around. Right, I heard you, tendency to go in trouble with drinking and brawling, even though you supported him earlier in a speech. You, Brigitte, not gathering any herbs. We'll leave Martin alone. Not gathering herbs. My place is by my Martin's side. The word of the abbot is the word of the church. It's improper to go against the word of the church. Only slightly less improper than all the time you spend with Veronica. Oh, Brigitte, I'm sorry. It was a joke. It came out poorly. It's good for the heart to have cherished friends. It's fine. Andreas, I was about to say, the bonfire is enough. We will dance until our legs begin to waver, right, Martin? I would not miss it for the world. That's delightful. I hope you have a great evening. Who, Andreas? Yeah, he's married and he hates it, but, like, he didn't ever really like the girl. It was, like, an arranged marriage. He just needed to get married in order to be a master artist. So, so it's not like he ever really looked forward to his marriage. So I don't think he can really be that disappointed in it, right? Like, it's not like he really loved her and then he's sad it turned out the way it did. He's just never found someone he's liked at all. It'd be unfortunate if he did, because he's already married, but, you know. You as well, Andreas. Until later. Yeah, well, it wasn't for his art. It's just for the status. Hello, Master Mailer. I have no idea what his voice is. Evening, Till. Enjoying the festivities? Very much so. I perhaps feel a tad old for the more active side of the celebrations, but I enjoy the sights and sounds. Did you know the word for the summer solstice leads back to the Romans? I thought you didn't read Latin, or I may have heard that, yes. I will say I may have heard that, yes. We're not going to insult his intelligence. Solstitium, the sun staying still in the sky, such as it looks like this time of year. A fitting allegory for the great cosmic arc of mankind, rise and fall. But to make up for that, dancing, leaping, and songs, joy and mirth. People do seem elated, although I don't think the same applies to Abbot Gernot. Or, but can all this really keep away the decline? We'll, prompt the gossip. Home field advantage. A size of the lad. What, who? Jorg down here? This one? He's the biggest one. If that's what you mean. With the demon curse. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, him. Yeah, he's nice. He's, married to Veronica back here, I believe. And, Peter up here is his dad, and ill Peter down here is his grandfather. I think. If I remember correctly. Otto's courting danger, I agree. Going against the decrees of the abbey like so. The festival has always had a rebellious streak of jest and mockery. I don't see it as sacred as some. The church would disagree. We are to honor a major saint. It has to be sacred enough for the church not to condemn it as heretical. And what are we mocking? It has to be sacred enough for the church not to condemn it. We'll say that one. True enough, Master Mailer. I wish I could read more about all this. Well, with the abbey selling books from their library, I hoped I could get some for myself, but it proved to be far too expensive. Klaus and his printings have proven to be of more use, and a fair bit cheaper. Have you come across any interesting tales, or does this mean you've read the 12 articles? We'll say interesting tales in general. I want to fish for more branches. More branches of information and story and plot. I have indeed, Master Mailer. Or, I didn't quite understand everything. The text was in Latin. I can translate it for you. It was by a Roman named Strabo, and it was about geography. That's why I noticed it. The noted philosopher and historian, he was actually Greek by birth. I imagine you were reading his Geographica. Yes, that could have been it. The book was about many kinds of barbarians, which also included the Rhaetii tribe I read about a few years ago. The people who used to live on this very land before the Romans arrived. He called this place Ratium and described it as a cluster of daub huts, and its people hostile, warlike, only interested in hunting and fighting. There was something about Manus and his sons, but I couldn't understand a lot of it. In any case, when the Romans came, most of these locals were driven out, but some were captured to work in the fields and the mines. What happened to the locals who were forced out, or what were they mining? We'll say what were they mining. Salt, I guess. It used to be the backbone of this land. What happened to the locals who were forced out? Okay, we get to ask it anyway. No idea. I would imagine that after the Romans were driven off, when their empire started falling apart, maybe the barbarians came back. But were they really the same people, or nomads from elsewhere? I guess we may never know. Until we can do DNA analysis. Thanks for the quick history. I'll let you get back to the festivities. Enjoy yourself tonight, Master Mailer. Until later. Do they get medieval? Hungry caterpillar. That would definitely be one of the illuminated manuscripts. And apparently way too expensive for the likes of most of these people in town. Sees one native person. Look at these lands filled with barbarians. Yeah. Alright, we wanted to go up here and talk to Il Peter, I guess. Gotta walk slow, though. Good evening, Andreas. Nice to see you here. Grandpa, look who it is. Oh, the artist. You're still around. I thought to stay and enjoy the festivities. Ha! You call this a festival? Cough. You haven't seen nothing yet. You're not going to tell the story again, are you? You kids need to learn it by heart, else Percha will run you down. Ah, is this about the wild hunt? Well, Peter, I'm not really... Oh, we're interested in old tales. Let's read about this... Oh, look, it's a cat eating little mices. I like this one. I like their little feet. I like their little feet. Tangle Rabbit Man in the back. Oh, this guy? Yeah. Yeah, he's a little creepier than the rest of them. I mean, they're all a little weird, but... Stance on the bottom rat? This one? Yeah. I love the way he's like really gripping in, you know? And that's how you know it's good illustration, because you can't even see the floor that he's standing on or whatever he's standing on. But you can really see the little grippies in his feet. This artist was a good artist. Good, a meme for later. Okay, the wild hunt. In Germanic folklore, the wild hunt is a supernatural cavalcade of spirits and fiends, which may cause destruction or portend war and other catastrophe if not adequately appeased. The wild hunt is often led by a legendary figure such as Percha or the devil. Okay. On the rat is creepy something. Yeah, this guy in the back is like a little scary. He's just a little scary. These people jumping around, they're a little weird, but like it's fine. This guy though, that's he's a cryptid. They should make a like Slender game about him. Yep, he took from the forest, and God took his grippies. Alright. What is this about the wild hunt? Yes, it draws near. Cough. Heed my warning. Grandpa, you're getting agitated again. It's not good for your health. Nonsense, I can outlive any bastard out there. So, where was I? The wild hunt? About the traditions of these mountains. No. We're gonna say the thing that's more serious. We want to hear the serious story. Yes. Did you bring your mask? COVID? Are you worried about COVID? I'm not really that interested. Oh, we're interested in partaking. I want to wear these creepy things too. I didn't realize I was supposed to bring one, or no, sorry. We'll say I didn't realize I was supposed to bring one. Yeah, wash your hands. Ha, the fools I have to suffer. The masks are to protect us, as we banish the witches and spirits into Percha's path. She punishes all humans she finds in the woods on St. John's Eve, since only witches are out in the wilderness. Oh. Wait, so the pagans believe that you shouldn't be out in the woods? I'm confused on what the actual pagan rituals are. Anyone caught will be turned into animals, but no one but a priest can turn you back. Wait. A church priest? This doesn't sound as pagan as I thought it would be. Well, I guess I can imagine a worse punishment, or oh no, to be brought low to a mere beastly existence. I guess that one. A grim fate. Cough. Stay indoors tonight if you want to come outside. Stay within the light of St. John's fire. At least St. Satya blesses the herbs in the forest this night. And the women will gather the herbs, regardless of that bastard abbot. Wait, but the women are gonna go out there? They'll turn into animals. Or did you mean metaphorical animals? I see. It's certainly important to stockpile for the winter. Thanks for teaching me more about your local traditions. Yeah, that one. Hey, Big Yorg. Hmm? You grab some of those ashes with you after the bonfires died down. Fine. What are the ashes for? It's to spread across the garden, ensures a good harvest. Figures you city people don't know shit. Don't be like that, Grandpa. Now that story time is over, how are you enjoying the evening so far, Andreas? I've spoken to a few other people here, very enlightening. Or I'm feeling tired. It's very enlightening. It's the best time to spend time with your friends. Have you heard anything interesting? Ha, gossip. You two are like that burner in the forest, Smokey, that's the one. Yeah, we like him. He gives us the gossip. Always nosy about other people. Yeah, you would outrun 3 Nazgul. What if it's gonna be a frog? Yeah, this is how the lore on kissing a frog turned into a prince started. Yeah. Gotta go out in the woods and turn into animals. Typical country people, exactly. Complaining about city folk. Oh, I don't think I want to flaunt the dinner with the abbot thing. Probably shouldn't mention that. It's been fun to hear about St. John's Eve. Yeah, that one, definitely. Maybe you'll get a few dances as well, eh, Andreas? I have a wife, thank you very much. I'd rather not. I hope I'll get the chance to dance with my dear. Can't see why you wouldn't. Big Yorg is right there. Yes, Big Yorg. Oh, right. There was... So... Okay. Well, I shouldn't keep you from the night celebration until later. Humph. Okay, so Veronica and Brigida are secretly together. I think that's made it pretty clear. I was a little bit, like, unsure from their conversation, but Veronica, she just confirmed it. That whole, like, oh, I hope I get to dance with my dear. What, your husband? He's right there. Yes, my husband. Like, I know that tone. And Martin mentioned about how Brigida and Veronica are always hanging out together, and it's a little, I think Martin knows. But I mean, Martin ran away to be a highwayman for, like, a couple years, so no wonder his wife turned to finding someone else. But I think Big Yorg, I think he deserves better. Like, does he know? Does he know that his wife is cheating on him? Like, I don't think he does. But also, like, these are the ones that everyone's like, why aren't you having kids yet? And, like, he might know. And, like, that's why they're not having kids. Yeah, I feel like he's cool. But I mean, like, you know, maybe, like, Endress, maybe he wants a wife. You know, someone for himself. But instead he has Veronica, who is just with Brigida. And, like, that's fine, but he deserves someone too. Maybe he and Endress can hook up. Oh, Endress has his girl he's gonna go after. Okay, let's talk to Werner, and then we'll talk to Casper. Andreas. Who are these people? I don't have voices for them, so I'm just gonna pretend. Salutations, you must be that illustrious artist. Balthazar Isenkopf, pleasure to meet you. But call me Baltus, please, it's much more familiar. Master Andreas Mailer, pleased to meet you. Yeah, we'll be nice. Yes, you're Mailer, we all know. Let's cut the long-winded pleasantries. Could you behave yourself for one conversation? Or what brings you to Tassing, Baltus? We'll say that one. Think you were guys God marriage solved. I guess. I don't know. I don't really like a lot of the people in this town that have God, though. Looks like a certain actor. I mean, he definitely looks like he could be an actor. I'm not sure who he'd be, though. Balthazar here decided to stay in this godforsaken town for whatever unfathomable reason after his cart broke. It is not unfathomable. I enjoy the calming vistas, the peace, and the quiet. It's been neither lately. You mean with what Otto and the peasants have been saying, and what is it that you do, Baltus? Yeah, we don't want to complain about the peasants. Baltus, what do you do? He's an inventor of sorts. I make all manner of mechanical contraptions. Oh, Adam Driver? I can kind of see it. His nose has like a bigger bump though. I feel like Adam Driver's nose is like just very straight. But pretty similar, yeah. You could definitely cast Adam Driver to play Werner in the live action adaptation of this game. For all the use it is. The mind of the inventor exists to create, to build, to go one step further. One step further toward the garbage heap. Very inspiring thought, Baltus. It makes sense you'd also be rude to your friends, Werner. We'll say that. I don't really know who Werner is, but... What's that supposed to mean? Ah, yes. Perhaps you'll find a friend yourself someday, Master Mailer. Andreas, have you had the chance to look around town tonight? I imagine the sights could be inspiring to your artistic mind. Tassing certainly looks cheerful with the decorations and bonfire. Indeed, look at their peasant ingenuity. Consider the bonfire itself. It is built to allow the air and the heat to flow through it at great speed, and how it roars. It's a clever piece of construction, but Otto's a clever man. Yes, and... Oof. I don't know, bringing Otto into this feels weird. I'm gonna say yes, and... Yeah, Werner has a bully friendship. I don't know who Werner is, though. Like, apparently he's our friend, but I have no idea where we're supposed to know him from. Exactly. Gaze upon the skill at stacking logs upon logs, almost worthy of a university degree. These people have natural traditions. They manage to figure out many clever things without even the most cursory education. Yeah, they're pretty smart for stupid people. It is knowledge that hails from preceding generations, lived experience passed along the chain of time. Not quite the knowledge of a rigorously educated mind, perhaps, but nonetheless useful. You don't need a university education to be smart, absolutely. Of course you would say that. Neither of you know these people like I do. God has assigned them to their place in the world, in the order of the world for good reason. There is some merit in learning from the peasants, even you, Werner, given their understanding of herbal remedies. Their traditions are profane. Consider the Eve of St. John, tainted by their pagan rituals. It's an affront to Christ. Saint Eligius warned against precisely this nearly 1,000 years ago. Patron saint of goldsmiths, Bishop of Noyon Tournai, worked tirelessly to convert the pagans of Flanders to Christianity. Okay. You're really wound up about this, aren't you? Or where'd this newfound piety come from? I'll ask that. Oh, hey, Suey. We're not burning witches. We're just hopping around with sacks on our heads. Yeah, we're burning flower witches. Exactly. Not murdering anyone yet. We had dinner with the abbot. We called him an asshole and said damn to his plan to help us, or have us help him convince the townspeople that the taxes are good and they should be happy about the taxes. We did not kiss the abbot. That did not happen. But we did convince the blacksmith to go after the girl in the other town he likes. And we did discover that Brigitta and Veronica are having an affair. So, you know, a lot of juicy gossip. Don't pretend to know anything about me. I've been on the pilgrimage to Icon. Oops, should have clicked where that is. I visited the Marian shrine and stood in the presence of those holy relics. An ornate golden reliquary in Aachen Cathedral. It holds the swaddling clothes and loincloth of Jesus, the Virgin Mary's dress, and the decapitation cloth of John the Baptist. Wow, it has everyone's clothes, huh? Yeah. We played Cupid. Oh yeah, we're like gonna help we're gonna murder the bad guys. And it's basic. Okay, so we're Sailor Moon. Okay. Um, you know, fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight. That's what we do. That's Andreas's motto. Also, there's a cat eating these little rats up here, and I like the little rats. They're pretty cute. So yeah, okay. This place has a lot of clothes. Everyone's clothes ended up there. To be in the presence of St. John the Baptist beheading cloth was an experience I will never forget. Let's see what they say John the Baptist is. Prophet and forerunner of Jesus Christ. As his name suggests, he was responsible for baptizing Jesus. He was beheaded at the command of Herod Antipas. Okay. You're wearing Sailor Moon pajamas? Absolutely fitting. Perfect. You're ready to go. Haven't managed to pilgrim myself, but I hope to. I'm glad you've had an experience. Your family must be proud. Or I'm familiar, thank you. I like the way that's green. We'll pick that one. They are. Grand! Now I think it is time we return to the festival. We're here to celebrate. I'll let you continue with your evening then. Good night. A very good night. Oh, and do come by my workshop, Master Mailer. I would love to exchange ideas. It would be my pleasure. Yeah, you know, we'll be nice. Splendid. Until then. Mailer. Okay, let's talk to Casper. How's it going, Casper? Did you stay out of trouble, while I was with the abbot? Oh, yeah! And we asked when, Brother Volslav, invited us to eat with the abbot, and we said, hey, can we bring Casper? And he said, no, you can't bring Casper. And I was very offended. Master Andreas, look at how big the bonfire is. The decorations are so fancy. St. John Eve Festival is a big event for Tassing. I missed it last time I was here. Haven't you ever been at a festival like this? Festival of Nuremberg? No, we're not gonna keep bringing up Nuremberg. My food was poisoned and insisted to kill a kid. That's true. He hasn't built up an immunity to iocane powder yet, so gotta wait. No, I've never seen anything like this. I understand why sometimes it's colored. What does that mean? Can I stay at the bonfire and see the costumes and watch them collect herbs, Master Mailer? Please? I don't know if you should watch the women go out into the woods and collect herbs and do the things that the women are gonna do in the woods together. Maybe you should not do that. You can stay here and watch the costumes, though. Alright, but follow along and don't get in their way. I'm too tired for the festival. I think I'll return in for the night. No Casper, it's late. I don't want to risk the abbot's anger. Oh, no. We're not gonna... We don't listen to the abbot. We're gonna see these women collect some herbs. Yeah, the chicken ate the herbs from the forest. No can do. You gotta go to hell. Yes, I promise I won't make trouble. I'll see you tomorrow, Master. Okay. Go to bed? I don't want to go to bed. I haven't even talked to Attilia. Well. You're that artist. The one who lived with the Gartners. Got mixed up in the wonderful killing of that rat, the Baron. Yes, Andreas Mailer. Or I was just trying to clear my friend's name. We'll say that one. Seems nicer. You think I care? If a flood washed the abbey and all the monks into the river, I'd grab the nearest man and dance a weller in joy. Anyway, no time to talk now, fancy man. It's time to call to the fire. Does St. John's Eve mean a lot to you? Or call? We'll say call. No, Casper is not free. He's still ours. I mean, you're not allowed to do the automodable things in the woods, and you also are not allowed to pick up the sticks in the woods. You're not allowed to do any of that. Any of it. You're not allowed to do things that are flowers and metaphorical flowers or sticks or metaphorical sticks. Literal or metaphorical. No fun in the woods. No one in the woods at all. Because if people go in the woods, soon they'll start gossiping with Smokey and, like, we don't like gossip either. Yeah, people go into the woods and then Automod condemns them to hell is basically what happens. Call. Auda ans mama percha. Nous ordain quest gaud perti. We, nus clementi. Haha. I love it when it shakes. All right, I'm going to go. Hahaha. Enjoy the evening, Andreas. But if you want my advice, stay out of the woods tonight. Haha. Okay, I know they said I gotta go to bed, but I'm not gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go to the church in Druckers. Yeah. Yeah, well, the monks, remember, they're not doing a little monk run. They're being paid good town's taxes to patrol the woods to make sure no women are out there holding hands, because we cannot have that. I'm still suspicious that that I can go in here. Has anyone been murdered? Nope. No murders, because it's currently Compline, and that's when the lady who lives in this window said. That's just when she said. I don't know. She didn't really say anything was gonna happen, but let's go into the forest. Who knows what we'll find here? Is Smokey home? Smokey's home. Hey, Smokey, how you doing this evening? Evening, Master Mailer. You're not taking part in the festivities? I came to ask you the same. I didn't see you at the bonfire. Yeah, we'll see. That's entirely why we came here. Don't look in one day and just see it's like 5 bodies. I mean, it feels suspicious. It feels suspicious. Can't be here. I imagine it'd be a great chance to gather gossip. Ha! Plenty of gossip to go around if one keeps their eyes open in the forest tonight. It's an enchanted evening. As for your question, I get enough fire and smoke as it is, huh? And decent folk don't like to associate with my kind. Even as they like the charcoal, they hate the burner. Other than Endris, he occasionally comes by, but I guess he has to keep good relations for his trade. People avoid you even on a night such as this, or people are fools. I'll say people are fools. You're a great friend, Smokey. True, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. I've made my peace with the matter. For me, it's a night like most others. I prefer staying sober and observing the townsfolk. Easier to get all the gossip for the year to come, you know? Besides, if I reckon I'm growing too old for mischief, best let the others run around in their silly costumes. I think you still some youth in you, or you're not one for traditions. Let me say that one. Less for rituals, I'd say. God knows what's in my heart. But I appreciate you coming by. I wish you a pleasant evening, Master Mailer. Until later. Let's make a giant smoke pit. No, he burns the wood down to make charcoal. I'm not entirely certain how that works, but I am familiar that in Stardew Valley you can make make charcoal out of wood. So that's what he does. I personally have never done it myself outside of Stardew Valley, but that's his job. Okay. Ooh, we zoomed in. No, nothing to see. Ugh. I want something to happen. Maybe if I go to bed, something will happen. Like, maybe that's what... Any women holding hands? Old salt mine? No. The grave over here? Yep. Grave is still graven. He's out here playing Minecraft. Oh yeah, you can do that. Town hall full of sprites to give you money for donating 5 land. I mean, it has a town hall full of people who are going to rebel against the church. Alright, I was staying up here at this place, right? Yeah, this is where I'm staying. Let's walk by the meadow to see if we can see any ghosts or anything. Just the cat. We already pet him today, though. He wants so much attention. I kind of want to go snooping up at the Abbey to see what they're up to. Because, like, maybe a murder will happen there, you know? Have we seen Otto around? Maybe, it said just go to bed, so maybe we'll go to bed. Let me just check my journal here. That's weird that that is, apparently important to us. Oh, okay, so apparently talking to Casper was our main goal of going to the bonfire. And then we told Casper to be careful. So, Casper, I mean, I guess no surprise, Casper's going to be an important character here. The ancient forest nymphs burned down local Walmart, just like Stardew. Yeah, exactly. Otto was at the bonfire, was he? I didn't notice him, but he wasn't a talkable person, I don't think. Either way, let's check out the wrong outside. Oh, this guy. Why aren't you at the bonfire? Okay, well, he's not gonna talk to us, that's fine. Okay, I guess we're gonna go to bed, because that's what the game wants us to do. Fake Otto stand. You know, look, I can't get too close to Otto. He's trouble. Sparse compared to what I'm used to. Stop complaining, Andreas. It's getting late, I should get some rest. We better wake up to something in the middle of the night. We'll go to sleep. Something better happen. Something better happen. I want to see a murder. We have to sleep in holes in the ground. Oh, we're having a dream sequence! It's time for a dream sequence. This is his little dreamland that Andreas goes to. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, wow, it's a maze. Oh, it's not a maze. It's a labyrinth. Oh, right, it is a labyrinth. Ah. So the difference between a maze, yeah, it's just like it. We're not gonna kiss the abbot. The abbot is not one of our characters in our dreams. We have specific dream characters. But yeah, the difference between a maze and a labyrinth is a maze has like wrong turns. Sabine, isn't that our wife? What is it? We're just gonna wait. Come home. I will soon. Stop bothering me. Or I know. Please stop bothering me. Is it going well? Is that all I am to you now? A bother? A hen-picking harpy? A nuisance to be ignored while you lead another life in Krakow? Was there ever an ounce of love in your heart for me? No. Of course there was. This was never about love, as much as you had for me. We'll say that. We'll say that. You were bad too. You can't help but be cruel, can you? I hate talking to you more like this now. We're just gonna say nothing. Fine. Go back to your books, the only things that make you happy. This house is so lonely without him. Stop. Your presence would only amplify the grief. Stop. Leave me alone. Leave me alone with the memory of him. Stop. Do we have a kid? Who's the him? To break this poor girl's heart. It has already been established that our marriage is not going well. Just leave me alone, just for one night. One night where I don't have to dream about him. Who's him? Please. Thank you. Who's him? We didn't dream last night about anything. We didn't have a dream sequence for a while. But yeah. Anyway, so maze has wrong turns. A labyrinth is like this. It doesn't actually have any wrong turns. It just twists around a lot. But you can never actually get lost in a labyrinth. But a maze, you can. August. Who are you? I'm gonna keep saying nothing. We're just gonna stare at each other. Oh no, I have to say things. All women are bad. I mean, look, we just don't have a good relationship with Sabine. The maze of the labyrinth is collapsing from exhaustion. What am I supposed to do? Just wait here with you? Or I know you aren't going to say anything. Yeah, that one. You never say anything. Was that our son? Oh, I'm sorry I couldn't do anything for you. We're just gonna say nothing. Say nothing. We're just gonna stare at each other. Do you get tired where you are? Last time I saw you, I said goodnight to you. I couldn't come to the bed, so I stood in the doorway. I just stood in the dark. You didn't say anything back, so I said it again. I don't know how long I stood there, just waiting for you to say goodnight. You still look the same age to me. I wonder if I'll ever forget your face. Do you remember your mother as she is? Or do I remember your mother as she is? I remember loving her, or am I just thinking of some perversion of Daniel's portrait? Yeah, that one. Can you ever picture someone clearly if you love them, or can you ever picture someone clearly if you hate them? Ooh. We'll say hate. I feel like if this kid, I feel like there's something, like he never really liked her. He thought the portrait was pretty enough, but we'll say hate. Because I don't think loving, like, it's clear he doesn't love his wife. Yeah, I guess. Well, it sounds like, I don't know if he never talked, and he was just, like, always silent, and so he was, like, waiting, hoping that maybe, he would say goodnight. This is a marriage hating stream. Look, we told Endress to go find love, you know? And, you know, the other marriages exist, with varying degrees of success. Look, we were a matchmaker, okay? Okay, it's all about finding the right marriages. But yeah, I don't know if August just never talked, or if he doesn't talk in Andreas's dreams because Andreas did not hear him say goodnight that night. But I don't know. I guess it can be either one. For now, until we get more clues, I guess. I loved you, little boy. I loved you so much. We're not gonna say I wish we didn't. We don't wish that. You know, guess what? We didn't say that we hate our wife. Don't meet anyone. We didn't say that. We avoided that option. The game, but that is why I've gone with the he hates his wife, because the game was really pushing that early on. So it's definitely clearly established. We just decided not to mention it to Endress, but Andreas is not happy with his marriage. Sometimes I wish I could die so I wouldn't feel it anymore. But I can't. So I retrace my steps every night, and I find my way back to her. Back to you. I love you, August. Good night. Oh. We all hate our wives a little. Bring up my white even ones, I start power song in front of everyone. Oh wait, we're going the wrong direction. Can't head backwards. I gotta go forwards. This is, oh. What happened to this place? Where is Prester John? And where are Socrates and Saint Grobain? Grobain wasn't, or Grobian. Yeah, that's it. Grobian wasn't on this ship of fools. Oh, melancholia. We have depression. Won't you answer me? No thoughts for Beatrice? You are Beatrice, aren't you? Once. I was a voice of caution, of prudence. And now? More and less than caution. The ache of doubt that stiffens to paralysis. Paralysis that breeds despair. Melancholia. What happened to you or what happened to the others? We'll talk to her. So, what happened to you? What happens to you happens to us. The foundations of the city are still moored within the ocean of your mind. Its court does not rule your mind rules the court. Once reason, curiosity, and the foolishness of youth dwelt under the aegis of your intellect. I am all that remains, the melancholy of life's autumn. But it is only June. The bottom left jester, I wish I was him. But, oh, this guy. I kind of like this little guy back here. There's also a guy that you can't see because my head's blocking him. He's like playing a little sad trumpet over here, a little sad horn. I'll call place autumn is only June. Is that it then? How did it come to this? We'll say, is that it then? That feels like is this it? Is this the end? No, not all. You at least have doubt. It could be worse. Despite the sad state of the city, it could always be worse. What's worse than doubt and despair? Hopelessness, madness. You're not there yet, but the road is not long. What am I supposed to do about it now? Change your life. Wait, I shouldn't be here. I needed to help someone. Is Casper all right? Ah, so your thoughts aren't entirely turned inward. There is still something in you that cares for others in spite of your melancholy. Perhaps there is still hope for us. Wake up, Andreas. Oh no, is Casper going to be blamed for the murder? I knew we'd be waking up in the night. St. John's Eve. Find Casper? He's supposed to be out in the woods. Let's go. You're getting married again? No, never again. Casper, where's Casper? No time, Schlau. We have to find Casper. There's a lot of commotion tonight. It sounds like everyone's gone to the woods. Have you guys seen Casper? Oh god. What is this? You were all terrifying. What's going on? She can't see, it's funny. What on earth? Hello? I don't even know what to make out of all this, and I can't click on anything. Who's that? That's not Brigitte and Veronica. But none of these people... Who's this? Peeking in the woods. I see you. Yeah, someone needs to get the monk. I mean, that's fine if Casper's in a cult. I don't really mind. All the kids need to join a cult for, you know, at least a little while. I'm picking herbs. Casper! Oh my gosh, you're safe. Master Andreas, what are you doing out here? Casper, thank God. I was worried when you didn't come back. Where have you been? What the hell are you still doing up? We're not going to say that. That's mean. We're going to say we were worried. This will be remembered. Okay, good. I was at the bonfire with Killian, but I heard a ruckus from deeper in the woods. I left to go see what it was. Killian is that kid. Okay. You know who to blame. You. Father Gernot, what are you doing out here? I was chasing one of the townsfolk, but lost track of the costume buffoon. Oh my gosh, the monks are out in the woods, trying to get everyone. What are you doing now, grassed up and wrestling everyone? Exactly, Casper, you're not wearing the right outfit. The forest is off limits. I'll figure out who's breaking the rules and excommunicate them myself. Oh my gosh. Father Gernot, the murder! What was that? Someone is screaming in town. They're really taking this nonsense too far this year. Why is really in green? Let's get back to town and see what's happened. Let's go back to town together and see what the noise was. What are we still doing here? Come on. Okay, I hate the together thing because, like, we're not buddies. However, I'm afraid to get separated because I don't want him to pin it on us, and I especially don't want him to pin it on Casper. I want him to, like, be witness to where we are. Future lovers? These two? No. This is not an enemies to lovers thing. However, maybe. We'll see how it plays out. Enemies to lovers can be pretty satisfying sometimes. Let's go back to see what happened. What are we still doing here? Come on. Let's go back together and see what the noise was. Because we're not, like, assuming something's happened. And this one's, like, very, like, we are absolutely assuming a murder's happened, but we can't let them know that we know a murder's happened. And then, yeah, head is extra smooth. Go back to town, see what's happened. We don't want to suggest something has happened. This one is probably best, and I feel like we should go together. I feel it's important. And maybe we can start an enemies to lovers thing. Meeting at the shrine. What is that? What is that? Oh, just something? Okay. We're going to investigate. Let's go. Oh, he's coming with me now too. That's great. I hate walking together. Oh. Whoa! That was a ghost! Casper found some clues. Huh. I've never seen these flowers before. I wonder where they found them. Who was that running off anyway? It's hard to tell. It's too hard to tell who's who in those stupid costumes. They were not marrying their buddies. I mean, yeah. But we aren't buddies. We aren't buddies. Just because we're wearing the same sort of expression right now doesn't mean we're buddies. We can worry about that later. Let's check on the town first. Or who cares? Let's go see what the screaming is about. No, we care. We just want to check on the town first. But it was definitely a clue. Good job, Casper, for noticing the flowers. Oh no. He's dead, I'm afraid. Someone crushed the rope. The platform crushed him. What? How did this happen? Baltus and Lennart and I heard the crash and stepped outside to see what had happened. Right. And then we saw a figure in a costume rushing off from the Rathaus. It must have been whoever released the rope. And what were you doing during all of this, Lennart? Enjoying a light meal with these gentlemen. Ah, what a shame you can't blame me for this, Peter. Casper, look to see if Otto had a note. Huh? Do it. Yeah, it's Otto. Yeah, you can kind of see his hair here. So I knew either... Okay, so the game kind of went a little bit too obvious. I was like saying that it could be Otto who dies, but it would feel very obvious. Or it could be Otto they try to pin it on, which would be a little bit like next most obvious. But, you know, they went for the obvious one, which is fine. No, Master, there's nothing. Are you certain? What were you expecting? I'm not sure. Well, I guess Otto did have to die, because now we never know what his, like, vision from God thing was, right? We don't know, what it was. My God! Otto! No, no! You! The abbot must have killed him! Are we supposed to defend the abbot now? Can we just say he did it? The bastard always had it out for Otto. We all knew it. I don't know. We need answers. Yeah, we did say it was a woman's scream, so I guess a woman found him first. How dare you? I won't just stand here and be accused of such a foul act by a peasant. Go after him. Wait, no, the abbot was with us. He's innocent. That's right, there's no way he could have killed Otto. Casper is right, even if we don't have any proof. We'll say that's right. There's no way he could have killed Otto. There's no way he could have killed Otto. Casper's right. We'll say Casper's right, even if we don't have any proof. I don't want to say there's no way he could have killed Otto, and I just want to reiterate that Casper is right. Not that's right, Casper's right. Casper's a good kid. Oh yeah, maybe he pushed a woman out of the way and got crushed himself. That's a good idea. Grab the artist and the boy too. We'll get to the bottom of this. Peter, I'm starting to suspect you. Casper, run. To the Abbey. Go, go. Ugh, man. How did it come to this? Townsfolk, I was on your side. I said all these mean things to Father Gernot. I picked the wrong side, clearly. Clearly. Hi, guys. Remember how I was very mean to all of you? Well, here I am. They ran through the church. This way. You can't kill us in a church. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. They've locked the door. Oh no. Andreas, get out of the way. Otto's death demands justice. The abbot couldn't have killed Otto. He was with us when we found the body. That's true. He did arrive with you, but you don't know where he was before that, do you, Andreas? Who else would want to kill Otto? Coward, killer, Andreas, move. I'm not moving. I won't let you in. If you go after Gernot, the real killer will get away. I don't like his stance any more than you do, but violence is not the answer here. We must attend to the law, whoever killed him. Or stand my ground. I want to say we're going to attend to the law. For once, I'm going to choose the legal option. That's true, that's true. Give Casper one night off, things go crazy. If those monks don't come out, we'll set fire to the whole place and cook them. You've all gone mad. Even if you don't trust the abbot, trust me. I swear he wasn't the one to do it. He was with me. Look, Gernot wasn't the only one who disagreed or disliked Otto. There must be someone else who killed him. You all have good reason to hate the abbot, but he's not the culprit here. We'll say there must have been someone else. Because again, Father Gernot could have done it. We do not know when Otto died. Like, the scream was a woman's scream, as you point out, and it could have been someone who found the body. So we don't know that Gernot didn't do it. We should figure out why someone else would want to kill him. Fine, damn it, you've got one day to find whoever you think is the real killer, Andreas. Otherwise, we will come back for the abbot. Meaning, I get to pick who the killer is. Yeah, the longest rope when he pulled when he met us, yeah. I thought that long rope was very suspicious. Andreas, all I want is justice for my husband. Please, you must find the murderer. I swear I will find whoever really killed Otto. Ava, Otto was a good man. I won't stop until I find who killed him. We'll swear. Because I don't want to say Otto was a good man. Because, like, I don't know. Like I said, he's a bit of a wild card. There was a little fishy. The abbot needs to go anyway. Yeah, I know. I actually, like I said, I don't mind killing the abbot. But Andreas here seems to be pretty set on it, which is weird because, like, we really tore into the abbot at dinner. Yeah, but we do have a possible enemies to lovers ship here going on. So, like, we have options. We have options. Who brings a baby to a murder mob? Well, childcare is rough. The peasants are really convinced that Gernot killed Otto, but it was impossible. Peter's temper got in the way. The abbot is an easy target because he's odds with Otto in his case. No secret that Otto and Gernot were at odds. I don't wish death on the man, but the abbot is an ass. We'll say that one. I understand why Peter jumped to that conclusion. Master, Peter was furious. He's only giving you a day to find the murderer. Why do you even agree to find who really killed Otto anyway? Why didn't you just... You didn't have to get involved this time. Why do it again? Everyone deserves justice. Honestly, anything to keep me from going back to Nuremberg. I don't want to talk about it. I'm worried about what could happen to the library. Peter did threaten to burn it down, or the law. We'll just say I don't want to talk about it. That leaves it very open-ended. Sorry, Casper, but we're not going to talk about it. We have an impulse. We need to convict people of murder. It's a thing. So who do you think did it then? Where do we even start? We should talk to Lenhart. He always hated the peasants and supported the abbot. Right, that guy with the other good hair. He was very vocal against Otto in the town commons the other day. He might have hated Otto enough to kill him. It's worth talking to him. Even if he didn't kill Otto, he might know who had. Yeah, we'll say he might know something. Oh, what about Martin Bauer? When we saw him talking to Otto, they seemed to be arguing over something. It's not likely. Martin supported Otto and the peasants. Martin was always an ass. If they had a bad argument, he no. It would be worth talking to Martin. Yeah, exactly. Good idea. Who else? I can't think of anyone else who would want to kill Otto. I'm sure we can find other suspects, I'm sure we can find some other suspects. We'll have to do some more investigating to find out who the murderer is, but we better move fast. Could the murderer confess to Father Thomas? Probably not. That'd be foolhardy. Well, maybe if the murderer did, Father Thomas is bound by the sealed confession. He won't tell us. Yeah, that one. Martin was always an ass. Yeah. But we're trying to be better friends with Martin. We had a good talk with him earlier. He said how he spent a year and a half. He started in small thievery, had a thievery partner, worked his way up to highwayman until his partner died, and then he came back crawling to Tassing. So, he had a good story, and we asked about his emotions and things. So we're trying to get on better terms with Martin. We're not gonna, he robbed a lot of people, but we're not gonna jump to the murder conclusion thing. However, we could eavesdrop on confessions. Since St. John's Eve just happened, the townsfolk will all come in to confess. Oh yes, one of the townsfolk might have heard something anyway. That's a good place to start. We could also ask around at the Golden Hand. The travelers might have seen or heard something useful. People will tell outsiders anything. They might have heard something we missed. Yeah, that one. What about the person who ran by us in the forest? They were wearing these flowers. I've never seen them before. That's how you describe your friends too. Yeah. Right, we have to find the source of those flowers in the woods. That might give us some sort of connection to the killer. Martin always has been an ass, but we are trying to be friends with them. So those things are both true. Andreas tells it like it is. We have a lot of good places to start, even though time is short. We have a good chance at finding the real killer. All right, let's get to work. Okay. All right. And that is where we are going to end the stream for today. So next time we will start our murder investigation. We have a lot of different plot lines to look at here, and we can start thinking throughout the week who we would like to pin it on. And I'm pretty sure if we split up among all of them, then we only get a little bit of information for each option. And then that means that we'll have no better option, and that means that Gernot dies, I believe. So, yeah. That's always an ask, but I love her content. Yeah, well, that's the best I can hope for. What a compliment. Your abbot romance. We'll see. We have a week to ponder. And you have a week to convince me to buy into this ship. So I will I will ponder at least throughout the week, and we'll decide next Tuesday. So we'll go to the main menu here. I love that it tells you when it last saved. Yeah, so we're at chapter 5. All memes turned into Abbott fanfic. Yeah, just every day a new portion of the fanfic story. Eventually you'd probably wear me down with that. All right, so that's it. So yeah, we'll be thinking over the week, pondering which route we want to take, and who we want to pin the murder on. I like that you get to choose in this game. Yeah. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. And have a good evening. Have a good next couple days. Oh, right, the rat stance image. Right. You have to send that too. So I'll be back streaming on Thursday, probably Phasmophobia, because again, I don't really like to do too many reading dialogue heavy streams in a week. Phasmophobia is easier on my voice, or a game like it, so probably Phasmophobia. Yeah, on Thursday, 7:30 p.m. PST, and yeah, have a good couple of days, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Enjoy the company. All right, see ya. Good night.